Good morning. This is The Breakfast Club with Nick Rado and Rodney's More FM. Very pleased to have in studio Karen McMillan for Book Club. We've got two fantastic books as always. I want to start with this one in my hand. Great covers, by the way. The first one is Little Addicts, Why We Do What We Do.
Yeah, so this is by Karen McMillan. So in this readable and relatable book, the author explores the hidden patterns behind the behaviours we repeat that might not be serving us that well.
Right.
So it's about that small addictions that negatively impact our lives. You know, overthinking, overworking, people-pleasing, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So using a blend of neuroscience and psychology, this book helps you better understand yourself and make positive changes.
Ooh.
So the author keeps it really real. She offers practical suggestions. She includes examples from her own life, which makes the book really engaging and personal by doing that. So she argues that we're all little addicts in some ways, not because we're broken, but just because we're human.
Yeah.
So she says in the book, every one of us will reach out or for something to soothe discomfort, steady ourselves, we'll feel okay when things feel uncertain or overwhelming.
Yeah.
So this is a book for people who are stuck in habits that aren't serving them, and Karen breaks it down so you're more aware and to make changes that will serve you better. So she kind of gently nudges you in a positive direction with case studies, stories from her own life, and science to back it all up.
Addiction is a coping strategy, not a character flaw. That's a great...
Yeah. It's interesting. So it's these little things. It's not the big addictions like drug addiction. It's the small stuff.
Of course, yeah. But there is things like, the approval trap and,
it's kind of interesting, like people will know the various little things that might be their little addictions and other things you won't think, no, that's got nothing to do with me.
Great. Okay, that was that one, Little Addicts. Now, next one, Uncomfortable Economics.
Yeah, this is by David Schnauer. So he's thinking about the next generation, believing we could do better for them, and that's prompted, he's a retired lawyer, about penning this book. So it's a call for action for New Zealand ahead of the general election, which is coming up.
Yes.
So the overriding concern in this book is that New Zealand once ranked among the world's most prosperous nations, but now that's no longer the case.
No.
So the author's kind of examining what can be done to turn things back around. So it covers all the big topics, health, education, housing, banking, immigrations, welfare, climate change, you name it, it's in there.
Yeah.
So the author offers a lot of ideas you may or may not agree with, but it makes for really thought-provoking reading. So the main thing about this is urging people to care about the economy as much as you do is for your favourite sports team. You really want the economy to win. So it's a call for politicians to make the hard calls and to look at things for the long term rather than these short-term cycles and short-term fixes. So look, I wouldn't usually read a book about economics, but it's surprisingly readable.
Yeah.
And it's going to spark conversation and debate. And, like in New Zealand, like many countries, we're facing a lot of the same problems, superannuation, healthcare, overpriced housing, all that kind of stuff. So thankfully in this book there's lots of positive suggestions.
It's quite concerning how bad we've slipped down the rankings. I'm just looking at the graph that he's got there, that we're 28th on a list of the GDP per capita that we were quite high on.
I know. So we need to turn that back around. We've done it before. We could do it again. So it's just having these longer term strategies, I think.
Yeah, and Australia is like 10 points above us, and
That's not on.
That's not on. Ireland's doing very well. Anyway, if you want to win those books, either of those books, actually, give us a call now, 0800 more 889. Thank you so much, Karen, for Book Club.